Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm SuperSonicJB. Welcome back to DDLC World of Dreams Act 2. Well, aka Doki Doki Literature Club World of Dreams Act 2. Yeah, guys, last time we went and started off the game and played through the beginning portion and everything. We had to play through a new game and everything and reset everything. So now we're back into the real world. Well, not the real world, but the world of DDLC. Yeah, nobody really remembers anything except for me and Meijay, Monica, and Sayori. Yeah, now continue on. And I'm going to do more destroying today's episode. So, we're going to go and get started. Like the video, make sure to hit that like button as there also a lot. And comment, subscribe to my channel. If you haven't seen the last episode, I highly recommend going to see that. Because it might not make sense when we start right now. Now, in case this is the first episode you watch by chance, which I doubt it will be, but this is like Act 2. Like, we played through Act 1 last year. Just a little recap. Played through Act 1 last year. Had a lot of fun with it. Act 2 came out recently, so decided to play it for fun and everything. Yeah. Today we're just going to go and continue on a story and have a good time, so let's do it.
It's showtime!
After getting some more of the chicken curry, I head over to the quiet corner of the cafeteria, sit, and begin eating. Meijay wakes just then. Did I miss anything? No. Such a B. Hmm? You sound upset. Oh, sorry, I'm just concerned is all. About the girls? And you. Me? Narcolepsy, man, you fell asleep earlier. I was worried about that. I'll be fine, don't worry. Are you sure? Yeah, if I've always had it, I've learned to deal with it. Well, let's hope so. I eat my curry and drink the black coffee I'd gotten in silence. I never actually had curry, to be honest. Like, that's just something I've never eaten, to be honest. Like, I can get it at the store. I get it's more of a Japanese thing, but you can get it at the store too. But I just never have, so lost in thought that I don't hear someone sitting across from me until they're just sitting down. Yuri, hey, what's up? I said, smiled slightly at Yuri, her face very deep in a book. Sits opposite me, a tray of food in her hand. Okay, I do kind of like her hair with like black like this. I know, like the purple hair is cool too, but there's something about that black hair in her eyes that just looks excellent, dude. Did she not see us here? Maybe not. She's lost in her book. What's she reading there? Uh, Easily disturbed? I think that's what that said. It's a little small to read, but I'm pretty sure it's what this says. Maybe not. Something clear my throat. Pardon me. Eh? Oh! Yuri looks up and notices her situation. I'm trying to remember how I did the Yuri voice in the past. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sit so close. I think that's how it was. It's Yuri's little theme playing, because that's like what her theme was in the actual mod. It's okay, really. Give her a reassuring smile. Gotta say, though, it must be a damn good book to distract you like that. Yes it is. She doesn't remember me, unfortunately, which sucks, man. She's not seeming to relax just a bit. I'm still sorry, though. No, it's alright. It's your normal seat. She nods slowly. That's my voice. Sorry. Understood. I'll move. I stand and begin moving while the title of the book catches my eye. Easily disturbed. Yes, I was right! Yes! What genre is it? Hmm? Oh, it's a psychological horror novel I've been enjoying recently. I raised an eyebrow curiously. What's it about, if I may ask? This wasn't the book she was reading in Act 1. Here's eyes wide in excitement. One moment. She flips to the back of the book and reads the blurb. Right, just wanted to make sure I wasn't spoiling anything. It's about a young nurse working in a mental institute. The author describes how working for the institute starts to change her. She begins seeing and hearing things, and she isn't sure how real what she's seeing is or not. Huh? Now that sounds like a curious and interesting read. Oh, it is. She puts her book down. The writing style is quite similar to my very favorite horror novel. The author is an incredible master of suspense, leaving even you as the reader unsure. Even the reading is masterfully crafted, leaving the readers guessing as to what actually happened. Well, it does sound like a fun read. Yuri nods, and a look of realization passes over her face. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ramble on. It's alright, you didn't ramble, and I asked, remember? Oh, well, if you're sure. No worries, I'm sure. Mind if I sit on the other end of the table? No, that's what I said. That I mixed up the voices. Sorry. No, that's perfectly fine. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Yuri slowly go back to her book, but I see her looking back me every so often a bit more fully focusing on her book. Yep, Yuri, my favorite character from Tales of Vesperia. No, stop. What are you doing here, Yuri? No, I'm not that Yuri. That's Yuri Lowell. I'm a different Yuri. Whatever you say, Yuri. I decided the best thing for us to just leave her alone for a time being. There's short time she's fully focused on her book again. Finish my curry. And, I'm on my last few bites. Someone walks over to our table towards Yuri. Oh, hey, it's Kotonoa. Miss. I don't remember if I even did a voice for her. Miss Yashuka. Yashuka, I think. Yoshika, I think. Like Yoshi? Yoshi! Eh? Oh, Miss Chiba, is something wrong? Uh, the heck is with the music there? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. What are you saying? Right, that's what you're saying. What are they saying? Is that English? Yeah, it is. Hang on, let me listen. Okay, so they're both speaking. I mean, Yuri did know a little bit of English. Is that like an audio issue? Or is that an actual thing, dude? I don't know. Whatever, dude. Continue eating, pretend not to understand. I just came over to ask you how your mom's doing. I know she had to cancel our tutoring session last week. Is she well? Something is off here. She said she had to go to the hospital the day before, and her doctor told her to rest. Right, so I was told, how is she now? Yuri is tensing up a bit at this point. Why does this conversation feel forced? Better than before. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. If there's anything I can do, let me know, alright? Thank you, Miss Chiba. Don't mention it. Don't mention what? Kotonoa stands and walks away. So? I may not be able to understand English, but something was wrong there. You too, huh? Yeah, I just can't put my finger on it. Yeah, it is kind of suspicious. Very sus. No, stop. Remember what Natsuki said earlier about owing Chiba a favor? Ooh. Has she changed? Is she the bully in this route? In this playthrough? Is she now, like, she was a nice girl in Act 1, maybe she's a bully in this one? I don't know. There's something suspicious about her. I knew there was something suspicious about her at the end of Act 1, but I don't know what's happening, dude. We'll find out as we play on. Yeah, I do. What about it? Maybe there's something behind that. You think so? Perhaps so. It's something to keep an eye on, at least. No kidding. I grab an empty tray and put it on my plate at the table, leaning quietly so I did not disturb Yuri's reading. Although it seems Yuri now looks a bit more stressed than before. Ooh, so I want to talk to her about it here. She doesn't know me at all, so it should be very unusual to ask her what's wrong. Head out into the corridor, pulling out Major's phone. What exactly did the two talk about? I transcribed the conversation as best I can, making an effort to switch my tired brain between English and Japanese. I see, thanks for telling me. Of course. Are you gonna tell Monica and Sayori? Of course I will. I'll shoot a text right now, actually. I stop moving to the side of the hallway and send up a quick message. Hey Monica, you guys got time to spare? There are a few things I need to report to you two. I send a message to wait. Mere moments later, she calls. I answer. Oh, what is that ringtone now? You got a flip phone, man? That sounds like a flip phone ringtone. Hey, that was quick. Well, it sounded urgent. It is. Listen, could you and Sayori take a look at the script for me? Something just happened between Yuri and Kotonoa. Sayori's actually looking over the script now. We're seeing the conversation between Kotonoa and Yuri, but it's gibberish. Gibberish, how? I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'll try and tell you later. Maybe after school before you check in the club, you can come to the space classroom and tell us. Not sure I'll have the time. Oh yeah, I guess not. Sorry. Hey, how is Sayori doing? Is her neck okay? Out of the corner of my eye, I see Kazui approaching, but think nothing of it. My neck's fine, just a bit sore. She also says it hurts. She also says it hurts to swallow. It's the way he keeps on walking over, so I lower my voice. Just keep an eye on her. I have to go. Okay, stay safe. I love you, Sub JB. Aw, thanks, Monica. Thanks, Mon Mon. Okay, I'll do my best. See you later. Close the phone. Talking to your girlfriend? Yeah, we're working on a project together. She frowns a bit for some reason. I see. She walks back to faster and fast. Wonder what that's about. Hmm. Walk back to the classroom and see Kazooie sitting at her place. There are a handful of other students almost also there, most in small groups of friends talking. Take a seat and pull out the medication. As I'm about to pop one in my mouth, the memory of Sayako's crying face flashes through my mind. I hesitate and then screw the cap back on in the bottle and put it away. With how scared and desperate she looked, I can't risk taking them anymore. Especially since her own daughter had the same reaction this morning. I lean against the wall and look out. The window, sorry. The thought of Wait, window? What? You like the anime protagonist and everything in the school, like looking out as it's raining? Like, okay. Sun rains. Who's my word over Sayoko for the time being. Despite the body I'm in feeling tired, my mind is racing, trying to process what I've seen all day. Obviously, it seems as if Natsuki is still having the issues from Act 2. I meant all nourishing anyways. If I'm remembering right, she was the one who changed the least in Act 2, since the original game's Monica only edited her father's traits. I make myself a mental note to ask Sayori to keep an eye on her regardless. Yuri didn't seem all that different from before, but then again, the same thing happened in the base game as well. It's the others I'm worried about. The people I've seen, because Zoe, for one, she isn't a boy like she was before, which isn't a bad thing, but that could have changed so drastically that she changed completely. And apparently over the weekend, yeah, like in the original Act 1, she changes because you stand up to her and like tell her off, and he's like, oh, maybe he's right. Maybe I really am an asshole all along. But since he didn't do it in this new game playthrough, it's a little bit different now, you know? Coach Noah seems to be the same, but something feels off. I just can't think of what it is. It's Sayako. Maybe a second opinion would help. Majay, what's up? You've seen what I've seen today so far. Can I hear your thoughts? Well, I'm not really sure to be honest. I'm not really good at this, thinking about things, hard things. Yeah, that's all right. I could use some alternative options, opinions, anyways. All right. Well, today's been really weird so far. I'll give you that. And it's been half a day. Seems like there's more tension in the air. And don't take this wrong way, but the changes don't seem to be too much right now. Really? It catches me off guard. Maybe he's not seeing what I'm seeing, or maybe I'm just paranoid. Hear me out. I know that in Act 2, Yuri becomes, for a lack of a better word, crazy, but I didn't see her today. Technically, we did just meet. Maybe, but if we don't join the club and just keep an eye on her, like you mentioned, maybe she won't, like you said. That's my hope. Anyways, go on. Natsuki seemed like her normal self, albeit she might be a bit poorer now. Mori seems to be the exact same as she was before in the past. She's taking on herself to walk around class before school starts and make sure we're okay. But to Noah also doesn't look like she's changed that much. She's still offering to help others. Remember what Natsuki said earlier, though, about owing her a favor? Yeah, that's true. It's like maybe Natsuki just thinks she owes her, but like, does she actually? I don't know. Let's keep an eye on her then. So maybe I'm not paranoid. But then there's Sayori's mother. I guess the script has to figure out a way to remove Sayori from her family, but it was hard to see her like that. Besides that obvious change, the biggest differences I've seen that are it's still raining and that Kazoe is not how she was before. I'm not sure what it could mean. Don't forget about how Monica showed up this morning. Yeah, the Kazoe thing. Perhaps it's something to do with Guy. Oh, her. Yeah, we haven't seen her yet. She was like the big bully and everything, and well, the main bully, I'd say, He'll maybe begin to hang her again and take a few couple deep breaths. I'm the last person to say this, but calm down, man. We gotta look around for her later, I promise. Right, I'll try. But she's just so aggravating. I couldn't agree more, but things could have changed for her too. Maybe she isn't that bad this time around. That could be why Kazoe isn't a bully Yaru this time? Okay. I don't know. I guess we won't know until we see her. Agreed. Although, sure, I'll try to organize my thoughts again. I agree with you about Mori. She seems the exact same as before. That glance she shared with Kotonoa before school had me worried. I thought they were best friends. Sure seemed like it, so there's a major change there. Let's just hope it's nothing serious. I hope. I mean, I didn't think about this as hard as you did. I can't, I can feel a headache coming on. Even if a small headache begins in my head. Hey, hurt my temples a bit. Damn, I was hoping we could continue this maybe later. So like he'll make you fall asleep instantly. What the heck, man? He's in that bad shape? Internal alarms begin going off. It's that because of the narcolepsy. I got to start drinking more coffee. Wonder why Sayoko was so scared of Meijei's prescription. Ichigo comes in just and class begins. Not especially in the mood for school. I absent-mindedly begin taking some semblance of notes as the teacher drones on. Are you drawing dicks, my guy? Come on, man. You're better than that. All right. Do 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 do. Okay, it's behind, but I don't care. You always hear that every single time, dude, in like school settings and everything. As the day ends, students excitedly begin putting their books away, and I can hear them talking about various things. I look back and see, to my surprise, that Kazoe is not there anymore. I don't even remember hearing her leave, although it's possible she slipped out before me. Maybe he was still asleep when the bell rang, but I feel him wake up as soon as I put my books away. Yeah, oh, what time is it? I'm to school, dude. Really? I fell asleep again? Yeah, you did. Oh, damn. I was trying so hard. It's not your fault, man. I'll just drink a bit more coffee throughout the day. Yeah, that might help, thanks, but I don't take those meds again. I won't promise. Good. So go to the club then. You got it? You gonna be alright? Hmm. Nervous, aren't you? He's right. I'm nervous, just like the first time I did this, but it's not in quite the same way as before. Although I think the correct term would be downright petrified. Can't help but wonder what things are going to be like in the club room when I arrive. Will Natsuki and Yuri be at each other's throats without Monica or Sayori there to try and keep them in check? Or will they just be trying to ignore each other? Yeah, I am. Oh, well, so am I. Yeah, good to know I'm not alone and that you're with me on this. Alone? You're literally controlling my body. This is the closest level there is of being with me. Yeah, small, but it's so comforting to know that he hasn't quite lost his sense of humor yet here. Yeah, how true. Well, let's head off to the literature club then. Swinging my bag over my shoulder, I head into the crowded school hallway. Heck yeah. Pay close attention to the students around me as we walk. There are a few of them from the past week, and nothing I'm seeing indicates any changes in personality. As I head towards the club room, oh, my guy, I don't see a single student in this entire area, by the way. I see a few students as I walk by. No, I don't. I don't see a single student at all. All right. Looking around, I see Kazuo running towards me. Oh, wait, is she crying? Age. Okay, it's age. Okay, just making sure. She looks a bit disheveled as she runs past me, almost like she's about to cry. Watch her go, concerned. Wait, what was that about? Any ideas? None. Turn back to the head of the club room when the reason for where upset Kazoe almost collides with me. Yai, of course it was Yai. Oh. Hey, watch it! She glares at me angrily, not really wanting to cause any trouble. I step aside. That's better. She walks past me and sees Kazoe running and turning down the stairs. Wait, is she her bully now? She scoffs. What a crybaby. I just dropped her up a little bit. Oh god, that expression again. Oh no. We were so wrong. She is still a monster. She walks past me and down the hall with the confident stride. Oh man. Seriously, what is wrong with that girl? You don't think all, all she did was going to be hell to pay. I promise you that. I can't feel the anger rising again. I take deep breaths to calm myself down again. This anger sure seems to be constant, and it's just Monday. I really don't like this. You sure you're going to be okay? Yeah, I can manage. Continue to walk towards the club room. When I reach it, I hold my hand up and knock. Come in. Gently, but timidly slide open the door. I begin acting as I'm not sure I'm in the right place. Natsuki and Yuri is sitting at the two desks have been turned towards each other after holding a small pale green booklet. Okay, so we got Yuri Low from Tales of Vesperia here, and we got Moto Moto from Madagascar too. Excuse me, sorry for interrupting, but is this a literature club? The girls exchange a look for a brief moment, and then Yuri stands and faces me a bit nervously. Yes, that's correct. Oh, that's good. I wasn't sure I had the right place. Hey, I remember you from this morning. Oh, have you two met already? Natsuki freezes. I merely jump in. I accidentally ran to her this morning on my way to class. Oh, I see. Well, welcome to the Literature Club. I'm the Vice President Yoshikai Yuri. Okay. Oh, no, no, no. You had to say it! This is one of our members. Muramoto Moto Natsuki. Moto herself! Let's go! And Yuri Lol! Oh man. I'm Chizu Meiji. Nice to meet you too, officially. Oh yes, of course. I'm sorry. Wait, did you guys meet already? We talked a little about... I can't stop laughing, dude. I never get so... We talked a little bit at lunch about her book. Ow. I looked around the room as if looking for a third person. By the way, where's Asano-san? Ah, our president. How do you know her? Well, she said she was the one. Well, she was the one who told me about the club earlier. Really? I was unsure that she was considering bringing in new members. Well, I'm just here to check out the club. Check the club out. That's all. Sorry if I disappointed you. Huh? Why would we be disappointed? Okay, not the response I was expecting. Well, I mean, from what she told me, you're one member short of being an official club, right? I'm guessing that's why she asked. So she asked you? Why? Not sure, really. I mean, we were in the same class last year, but that's basically the only way I know her. Well, even if you were just visiting, as Vice President, it's my duty to welcome you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, welcome, I suppose. I'm sorry, Monica isn't here today, but she told me she wasn't feeling well and she was staying home today. Oh, I see. I'm sorry I missed her. I'll tell her you stopped by the club meeting when club meeting's over. In the meantime, would you like some tea? Today's certainly a day for it. I indicate the rain outside with a small smile. It is indeed. I'll go find some water. Be right back. Saying, what? Yuri grabs the hot water heater and rushes out to the club room, leaving me no moto. So, you were my favorite character in Madagascar too. I'm sorry. I really am sorry for calling you, but I see that Moto part and her last name, and I just think of Moto. Hempstead gets tense just then, and I'm entirely not sure what I can say. I never had this happen to me before. Harry, before I can try again, Natsuki speaks up. Hey, listen, about earlier today, with the milk and energy bars. If you still think you owe me anything, you really don't. No, that's not it. Dummy! I feel a bit of relief for this exchange. Feels more normal than anything else that's been going on lately. I just wanted to thank you and make you promise not to tell anybody about it, okay? Right, I promise. Good, you better. I nod in affirmation. Suddenly hear someone's stomach growling. Natsuki's face goes beet red, and she looks away. I smiled, but I reached down and made his backpack, pulling out some food I got from the vending machine earlier. How much money you got for that, dude? Here, take whichever ones you like. Natsuki looks at me again, frowning suspicion. Is something wrong? Major, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't she readily accept the cookie I bought her the last time? No, you're right. She definitely did pretty much dig into that cookie. I wonder why. She looks down at the bars I laid on the desk in front of her and looks back at me. Why? Why do you want? What do you want out of me? Suddenly she brings her hands over her chest almost in a protective gesture. You don't want to do that, do you? What? No. What? Oh God, no. Moto, please. Monica is best girl, not you. I shake my head, looking horrified. What the hell kind of experiences does Nazi have that has her mind immediately goes to that? Oh, you had a bad feeling about that. Did the script corrupt everyone's libido this time? This wasn't my intention at all, I swear. So to be, do you think her dad or someone has been? Oh God, I certainly hope not. Or anyone else for that matter. Yeah, same here. Hey, stop spacing out on me and just tell me what you want. I look back at the Natsuki. So tell me what you want, what you really want. Okay, look. Every time they say that name, I cannot help but laugh. Moto. I'm just trying to help, I promise. She doesn't move for what seems like minutes, but it's probably only a few seconds. Finally, she reaches out and grabs the nearest candy bar, a bar called Cat Nibble. What? Cat Nibble? Like a cat's nibbling on that? There's almost a Kit Kat bar. Okay. I believe she opens it, but just like Malcolm earlier, sniffs hesitantly at the bar. Finally, she breaks off a piece and eats it. Open a small bag of chips and slowly begin eating. While she kneels on the chocolate-covered wafer bar, I see Natsuki looking up at me with a lingering bit of suspicion in her eyes. Thankfully, Yuri comes back just then. Just her face looks a little bit flushed. I hope that doesn't mean what I think it means. Sorry for the wait. She looks at what Natsuki and I are doing. Where'd you get that food? I bought them earlier. Sorry, is there no eating allowed in this classroom? No, that's not it. I pull out a small matcha cake and hand it over to Yuri. If you want some, I don't mind. I brought I bought too much this morning. Anyways, Yuri looks down at the cakes and back at me with a curious expression. Are you sure? Of course, but be my guest. You prepared tea for me. It's the least I can do. Yuri smiles at me gratefully. Thank you very much, then. Thank you very much. Takes the cake and opens it, takes a bite, and clearly enjoys it. I'm not really a big tea fan, by the way, so just saying. But if this was actually me, I'd be like, tea? It's hot tea, too. It's just like, that's even worse. I'd probably drink it just to make her happy, but I'm not really a tea guy. I really am not. Miriam walks over to the closet and begins gathering a tea set and placing it on the shelves against the back wall. Silence falls. The only sound at the moment is Yuri's preparation of the tea. I nervously pat my lap, trying to think of something to say. Natsuki looks slightly nervous, looking out the window mostly, giving me suspicious glances. Finally, I clear my throat. So, what were you reading before I came in? Hmm? Natsuki looks over at me, startled at whatever train of thought she was having. Oh, here! She shoves one of the books forward. I gingerly pick it up and read the title. American Short Stories. Oh, alright. Which one were you reading? A Horseman in the Sky. Isn't that the same story that you read the last time? You're right. That's a bit encouraging, isn't it? Well, we'll see. Really, why that one? It's the one Monica chose for me to read this weekend for a discussion. Natsuki says this with what almost sounds like derision. Okay. I wanted to read something else. Now, Natsuki, there's no need for that. No need for what? Reading something else? Yuri turns to the tea set and places it on a nearby desk. She pours tea into 3 cups and hands over to me and Natsuki. We all agree on this story. I know it's not a manga like you. Yuri! Yuri looks simultaneously angry and embarrassed. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I mean... Yuri looks immediately flustered. Is something wrong with manga? I mean, I read manga too. It might not be what most people will consider literature, but they tell stories, don't they? Well, yeah, they do. See, Yuri, I'm not the only one who thinks manga is literature. I never said it wasn't. Didn't you in the original game? I thought so. But, I don't know, it's been a while since I played the original game. I simply said it wasn't my medium of choice. Oh. Well, at least there's someone else in this school who knows the truth. I smile at this exchange. Feels pretty normal to me. Anyways, what's the story about? Yuri looks over with sudden, renewed excitement, almost like the excitement she showed earlier in the cafeteria. Yeah, I saw that crazy look for a sec. Oh, it's a story set during the American Civil War. The protagonist is a Union soldier named Carter Druce hiding in the brush when he spies a Confederate horseman. The story follows his train of thoughts as he contemplates firing at the soldier, but he hesitates for a moment. The author still also utilizes some flashbacks of Carter's life with his family. Whenever he joined the Union, his father both called him a traitor and encouraged him to follow what he previously perceived his duty to be. It ends with Carter shooting the horseman, and it's revealed in the end. Uh-oh. Let me guess, that was his father or something? You're like, oh, you're gonna spoil it for me and everything. Wow, girl, spoiler alert! She only pauses, looking apprehensively. I chuckle and nod. I don't mind spoilers for this, go ahead. Oh, thank you. The Confederate horseman was actually Carter's father in the end. I guess that. Hence the hesitation. My eyes widen. Whoa, damn, that's pretty well. Cut and dry, in my opinion. Yuri and I both pause and turn to Natsuki. Oh, how so? Think about it. They're enemies in the war, and it's killed or be killed. Doesn't matter if you're family. I respectfully disagree. I believe that Carter's inner struggles are meant to interpreted as a lesson in the relationship between father and son. Intrigued, I lean forward, tea in hand. How so? Natsuki looks a bit curious, if still stubborn. As I understand the story, Carter and his father actually parted amicably, despite the father disagreeing with his son's choice of army. Okay, I need to take a drink of water right now, like, dude. Sorry. Just need a drink of water real fast. I read too long, and it's like, I start reading terribly. However, since the mother was on her deathbed, they actually agreed not to tell her and hope to reconcile in the future. There are many themes to the story at work in this short story, but the main themes are the contrast between familial relationships and duty. Carter decides that sparing his father's life would have killed many more people in the end, and in this case, duty won out. I still think that's too wordy for my taste. It is so hard to make your point without all the fanciness. Don't say it, Yuri. I don't know what you're gonna say already. I know what you're gonna say already. Awkward. No shit. As I watched the interaction between the two, I began noticing a slight tension that I don't remember from before. Yes, they had different viewpoints and arguments last time around, but the tension wasn't this bad. I don't know why. I didn't sense it before. Maybe just hoping against hope and deluded myself. Maybe it's the way because Sayori or Monica isn't here to interrupt when try to placate them. Guess that's my job, at least for today. It sounds like an interesting read. The girl is both turning attention to me. Yuri looks a bit relieved by the distraction. Natsuki's irritated look softens ever so slightly. I'm sorry, I don't have a third copy to share with you. It's not that cumbersome of a read. It wouldn't take you that long. It's alright. Here, you can borrow my copy. Natsuki suddenly shoves her book towards me. Wait, are you sure? Yeah, I've actually got some work to do before the club's over. Excuse me. Saying she grabs her bag and walks over to the back corner of the classroom near the closet, sits at the desk, and begins her work. Look over at Yuri curiously. If you're not interested in reading it. No, it's alright. I don't mind taking some time to read. Yuri nods and opens her own copy of the book. I look down and open the book Natsuki handed me. Yuri is right. As it turns out, the story is relatively short read, if a bit complicated. It's not something I normally read, but it's definitely entertaining enough to keep me engaged. Okay. I guess I'm done. I eventually finished and put the book down. My guy, you read that fast. It's like, what is this club, like 2 hours long maybe? And you read that in 2 hours at least? My gosh. Seeing this, Yuri looks over at me curiously. So, what'd you think of it? It was definitely entertaining to me. You'd have to give me more time to process what I just read. Plus, I'm sure since it's originally written in English, things get lost in translation. Indeed they did. They do. She holds up her copy of a short story collection. I know it says in English. Haha, I can read that too, girl. My English is perfect! Perfecto! Without thinking, I read the title. Now, so to be no! What? Oh, fuck. Her expression is suddenly, very intense, but only for a moment. Her gentle, I saw that smile there for a sec. Her smile turns with a hint of excitement. Do you speak English, Mr. Chizu? She says that in flawless sounding English. Her tone is almost hopeful. Fuck, how do I cover this up? Looking at the title of the Japanese book I see my dismay. The title isn't quite the same. Somewhere where it's trying to make it sound as if I'm speaking broken English. I speak English very little. That's not bad for that, to be honest. Respect Japanese. I'm not the best student at all. And yet you recognize its title and instantly? Damn it. Yeah, well, God, if you're not out here, I could really use a distraction! Look behind you! A distraction! Of course, my luck isn't that good. Yuri goes on. Our English program here isn't the most ideal one. I've actually heard that Taisho High has a stellar English program. I almost applied there. Really? It's not much of a distraction, but if I play my cards right, maybe I can get her to talk a bit about herself. What's Taisho High? The only other high school in our city. It's a college prep school. You only have 2 high schools in your city? Wow. Be a so small city. Thanks. I would have gone, but the cost to attend is almost twice that of Sakura Academy. Yeah, Sakura Academy. Sakura from Fate Stay Night runs a school, you know? That's what happens in this school. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Not that Sakura Academy's education is bad in any sense, of course. I just wish that their English language program was better. That's fair, yeah. I look down at the book still in my hands, remembering all it's still there. Oh, pardon me, I should probably return this to. You really gotta keep putting that there? Moto. Of course. Oh, by the way, thank you for letting me check this club out. I don't know why I find it so funny, dude. I don't know why. Oh, of course. I do hope you join. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna have to think about it and perhaps visit again this week. I'm sure Monica will be delighted. Yuri's smile seems pretty genuine enough, but I'm still a bit on edge as how she reacted to my careless mistake. I stand and walk over where Natsuki is sitting with a thick book open. As I walk up, I grow confused since she has a sheet of paper and pencil out as she reads. So, homework maybe? Her eyebrows are furled up in frustration. I slow down as to not to start over with my approach. Generally clear my throat. Pardon me, most Sorry, she looks up at me. Huh? Oh, it's you. Need something? I keep my grin to myself. I was just returning this. I hold out the book. Natsuki looks at it and then at me. Read the story already? Damn, you're pretty fast. She takes it from me and puts it in her school bag. Thanks for letting that's my voice. Thanks for letting me borrow it today. Oh, sure. She nods at me in an almost distracted way as she focuses more on what's in front of her. I start to lead and fake a double take. Not hard to fake. Actually, it seems like Natsuki is actually doing homework. The workbook she has open is Standard math. No math. I hate math. Book for the school. Not math, dude. Nazi's eyebrows are furrowed as she focuses on one problem in particular. I'm not the best at math. Yeah, me neither. To be honest, anytime during the past week I've had a math class, I've always asked Media to help. He's not exactly the best either, but he's better than I am currently. The problem is she's stuck on in corporate stuff we learned last year. Easy stuff too, at least easy now. That makes sense. Nazi looks at me and just now noticing me looking over her shoulder. Yeah, do you mind? I'm trying to work here. Sorry. Just that you're approaching that problem wrong. Who asked you? She's mad at me. She's mad at me for always calling her Moto Moto. She's like, I remember you called me that. I raise my hands defensively and stand back without saying another word. I go back to my other seat and sit down. Yuri's too engrossed in her own book to notice my turn. Not wanting to disturb her, I quickly rummage through Major's backpack, looking for anything literature related. I don't have any homework that I can do currently since I have a habit of doing it during class when there's actually a lecture going on. Wow, dude. Usually I would do my homework in study hall. That way I wouldn't have to like go home and do it. Like if you had study hall, then yeah, that's a great way to just do some homework and everything. Most of the teachers in the school can take too long to teach the main topics. Something I'm very much used to in college. Not finding anything aside to quietly sit down and look in the closet for anything. Quickly walk past the concerning Natsuki and take a quick glance at the bookshelves. Aside from Natsuki's manga, most of the books appear to be mostly school related. Workbooks, study guides, and more fill the shelves. The books on the floor are more of the same. I sigh quietly and head back to the seat. Alright, let me say real fast. As I'm passing Natsuki, I take a quick glance around at her work. She's still apparently stuck on the same problem she was working on when I gave her the book back. As I begin to turn away, she throws her pencil in frustration. Damn! Damn it, why is this so hard? She mutters to herself. Pause and look back to her. If you're not having issues, skip it and come back to it later. If you're having issues, sorry. She glances up at me. No one asked you! I'm looking forward, though. Natsuki sounds more defeated and less antagonistic. Would you like some help? We just covered this type of problem in class. At least the new stuff. She looks away at a stern frown plastered on her face. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Yuri lower her book and glance over to the two of us. Why? Natsuki looks over at me sharply. Why do you want to help me? Look in her eyes, a mixture of confusion, stubbornness, and suspicion. Because it looked like you were struggling, but if you don't need any help, I. So I go quiet as Natsuki looks back down at her desk, looking over everything, fist clenched in frustration, and she looks back up at me. I would appreciate the help. Is everything all right over here? A slightly nervous looking Yuri walks over. What's the problem? Math problem. Oh, I can help you. No, you can't. I'm helping her. Yuri looks down at the workbook. Do you want help? I guess that's a bit of stubbornness returning before she can say anything. I chime in. There's never any shame in asking for help. Mm, fine. Let's actually go back to the other desk. I'll move a third one so I can sit. Natsuki regretfully grabs her belongings and walks back over to her desk. I grab a third desk and move it over so Yuri is on my left, Natsuki's on my right. Yeah, put your arm around both of them. No, stop! No, Monica is the only one you put your arm around, not those two. Yuri reaches into her bag and brings out a copy of her math book. I do the same, bring out my answer sheets. Thank you, Natsuki says quietly in his subdued and embarrassed tone. Not a problem. I wouldn't be a vice president if I allowed club time to cut into your studies. Natsuki sits slowly and opens her books. So what are you stuck on exactly? All right. You ever notice like some of those old textbooks in school? If you like you flip to the back of the book, the answers will be back there. It's like, oh, what's this number divided by this number. And you go like all the way back and like you can find the exact location where it's at and it says the answer. Dude, those books are amazing. Do your homework, just looks at the back of the book and does it. I mean, you don't really learn anything from doing that, but it's like, still, I remember my Spanish homework back when I was like a sophomore or something. It had that in the back of the book and everything. It's like, looking at it was good. I mean, I still learned Spanish. It's not the best, but whatever. The rest of Club Time, Yuri but, but more Meiji than me, help explain to Nazi the basic principles of the problem she was having issues understanding, which, as it turns out, is nearly all of them. Whoa, girl! Whoa, Moto, come on, man! I grow increasingly concerned as I know that Natsuki is smarter than she thinks herself to be. If anything, her poems are evidence of her intelligence. I'm actually equally as surprised by Yuri's manner of teaching. The way she explains the concepts we're reviewing aren't just helpful to Natsuki, but they help me remember my older math lessons more clearly. I breathe inner sighs of relief whenever I see Natsuki's eyes light up and further understanding as the concepts click for her. I make a small note to bring more food in for her, reminding myself to come up with realistic excuses so she doesn't think I'm stalking her. Why are you bringing me more food, you creep? Eventually, Yuri pulls out a small, battered pocket watch. She looks at it, then over at this wall clock at the front of the room. Oh my, it's getting late. We really should end the club meeting. She turns over to me with a small smile. Jesus, son, thank you for stopping by to observe our club. I promise it isn't anything like this. She lowers her voice for the last sentence, looking over at Natsuki with a concerned look. No problem. Will you come again? I know you said you were observing, but still. She trails off. I might come by again, who knows? Oh, alright, I'll let Monica know of your interest in our club. Thank you. I then raised my voice and addressed the two girls. It was a pleasure to meet both of you. If I do join, I look forward to getting to know the two of you better. Well, even if you're a boy, I guess I could tolerate you in this club. Natsuki. Fair enough. Oh yeah, he says that a lot. I remember that now. Do you need help cleaning up? Huh? Yuri looks over the room. Aside from the rearranged desks and some thumbs around them and the key set, the classroom seems to be pretty clean. I don't mind helping. I'll go to the closet and grab the broom and dustpan. Natsuki and Yuri look at each other briefly. Ah, oh, please, let me do that. It's my duty after all. I love that Yuri face right there. It's so shy, but it's freaking adorable. I'm just letting you know that. She walks over to me, looking at the broom dustpan nervously, and back at me. Yeah, just give up there, Chizu. She gets stubborn like this sometimes. Excuse me. Natsuki. I put the broom dustpan down on a nearby desk, raise my hands, surrender. Far to be it from me to step on the duties of the vice president. Are you sure? I am, but I am grateful for the offer. I can certainly handle a small task such as this. Oh, if you're sure, thank you for having me. I'm sorry if I came by unannounced. It's quite alright. Thank you for stopping by, and see you later, hopefully. Natsuki's already heading towards the door. He turns and gives a polite nod towards Yuri. Yuri smiles softly at the blonde soon before focusing on the task of cleaning. I'll go there mere moments after Natsuki. Natsuki and I walk towards the now empty corridors towards the stairs. Out of the corner of my eye, I can see her looking back at me in poor attempt at being sneaky. Hey, Such JB, what's up? Was it was it such a good idea to leave Yuri alone in that room like that? What with her problem? Oh, her cutting her wrist problem. I know we are getting at, it, but I also don't want to come off as a stalker-ish night off the bat. Right, off the bat. Sorry, I can't be too careful here. Hmm. Now you mention it, that does sound pretty reasonable, but I at least like to check the script when we get home. That's fair. We'll check it later then. Thanks. You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? I say there's a good distance between Natsuki looking out the windows, the landscape below, and sighing heavily. The two of us head down to lockers. As I approach my locker, I see Natsuki dragging a small stool towards it. Have we ever seen lockers in the original game? We might. I don't remember if we did or not. Shows me approaching and stops. Am I in your way? Yeah, but take your time. I don't have anywhere to be. Okay, we relieved. Still suspicious. She gets on a stool and begins unlocking a locker at the very top. You got a locker at the very top, and you're like 5 foot. Wow. I don't know if she's actually 5 foot or not, but she's tiny, you know? As it turns out, here it's about 3 locker spaces above Major's. This doesn't register to me as I'm too busy with my own thoughts. However, Major notices and takes action before I do. Such to be, I think it's alright if we offer to switch with her. Like between our two lockers and curse myself for a fool for not thinking of it before him. I don't see why not. We can reach that locker better. Every time I see that name, dude, I cannot. Or a Moto, so do you want to switch lockers with me? Huh? Why? So you can reach it without a stool? Mine's right here. Indicate the locker in question. Once more, she looks at me with suspicion. Are you sure you don't want something out? You don't want something out of me? No, I'm even more worried about her. What else could this version of Natsuki have possibly gone through to make her this distrustful? Nothing, I promise. I hold out my hands in an innocent gesture. It was just an offer. Hmm. She stares at me. I can handle myself then. Thank you. Okay, the offer is always open if you change your mind. Uh huh. Takes her school slippers off and slips on some older looking shoes. She closes and locks the locker, moves the stool back, and after grabbing a small umbrella, walks out into the rain. Dan was a bit harsh of her. I was trying to help her. Maybe I said something wrong here. We don't know all the specifics of the world yet. There are obvious some big differences, but we don't know what or who has been affected. I don't see how you could say anything wrong. I would have said something similar anyways. Well, thank you. I take off the school slippers, grab Major's shoes, and slip them on. And after everything is put away, I grab the school bag and umbrella and walk out into the rain. I feel like Act 2 is definitely focusing a lot on like Yuri and Natsuki this time around. Like the first act kind of focused a lot on Monica and Sayori, so they're balancing it out here. I mean, everyone had their time to shine in the first act, but it's like I feel like that's what's happening right now. As soon as we're more or less walking alone, I pull out Mayda's phone and make a call. Hello, Sayori. I feel Mayda's inner smile hearing her voice. Smile in response. Hey there, Sayori. The club just ended, so we're heading home now. Oh, that's good. How was school for you today? For you too. Is Monica there? I want to tell her too. Yeah, hang on. I hear some footsteps on the other end, and a sleepy-sounding Monica talking to Sayori. The conversation is brief, and I only hear bits and pieces of it. Okay, you're on speaker now. My smile immediately grows wider. Hey there, how are things been over there? Pretty good. I've been making sure Monica gets plenty of rest. I wanted to try making something for her, but well, you know how that played out last time, Meiji. Oh, brother. I saw Meiji's grow wider, and I chuckle. No matter what, it seems Sayori is more resilient than her initial personality type. Leads one to believe. Plus, I can't leave, so... Not understanding, Boothie forgetting that they can't see me. Well, thanks for being there for her. Uh-huh. Monica, are you feeling any better? Better than before. Sayori's right. She's been pretty insistent on making me sleep, and it's helped. But what about you? I haven't had a chance yet to look over the script for today. That's partly why I called. Aw, you boys didn't call to check out my two sexy ladies? Oh, all alone and all alone and lonely? I can't help it now. I burst out laughing. Major does too. I see some confused stares from people on the street, but for that brief moment, I don't care. Like, I'm talking on the phone laughing about something funny, okay? Mind your own business, people. Laughter is mostly out of relief. If Monica can be flirty, she's definitely feeling better. As if Sayori can make some self-decrypting jokes, she's probably feeling a bit better too. My dear, you would wound me, of course. Meiji and I can call to check on you too. I'm just teasing, Such JB. As am I. I need a few moments to stop laughing and clear my throat. Such JB, are you okay though? I'm mostly just drained, physically and mentally. What happened at school today? Well, let's just say the mood at school is a lot more tense than I remember from last week. If you don't mind, I'd actually like to tell you when we get home. Of course! We'll be in a space classroom rating. Wait, Monica, shouldn't we just look at the script? Yeah, maybe. Monica sounds a bit hesitant. Go ahead and take a look. Maybe there's something there that I missed, or maybe I'll have some information that I missed. Highly doubtful, though, seeing as the script seems to be all-knowing. Well, see you later. We'll see you too. Whatever. We'll see you when you get home, whatever. Have a safe trip back. Just be careful. The weather forecast is saying the rain is going to get worse as the week goes on. Ooh. We will. See you later. Bye. Bye. I hear the sound of a phone closing on the other end. I closed Meiji's and put it back in his pocket. So it is a flip phone. I mean, he says he closes it. He didn't say he turned it off. I mean, flip phones are kind of coming back though recently because they have like new phones that like take up less space in your pocket and everything. You like flip them and everything. It's kind of cool actually. So then I turned down on Meiji's street. Street lights are still on as I slowly walk down the house. Meiji's sounding almost pensive. The closer to the house I get, the more nervous I get, and not because I'm about to see Monica again. This feels like I'm about to walk into a proverbial lion's den. Oh boy. Not because of the girls, because of the dangers we'll be facing during the week. I pushed those feelings down before school, but now they're resurfacing with a vengeance. I stand in front of Meiji's house looking at a typical two-story Japanese domicile. Yeah, that definitely looks like your standard like anime like house and everything. I'm just pointing it out. Domicile. It's my time in the club. This made me think, shall we say fancier terms? Yeah, dude. At least in English. I grabbed Meiji's bag and umbrella tightly, my knees somewhat shaking. So, JB, what's wrong? Why are you so nervous? I don't know. Eager to see Monica again that badly, huh? Despite myself, I smirk. I could say the same to you, lover boy. That's just starting to get nervous. But that's not it, really. And then what's wrong? I remain standing there, fear coming up, back up with me, like it's about to burst through my mouth. My breathing speeds up. I don't know. I don't know. I'm scared. Like I'm leaning against the closed fence gate, feeling a bit weak. And too, man, but it's better to be scared where we won't be moments for collapsing. I smile slightly. All right, point taken. Tremble inside. So we walk in, moving my shoes and lighting the bag and umbrella. I fall to the floor. Sad music again. I put on some slippers and head to the living room. Well, I see the couch. All covered in my knees, finally gives out. Collapse into it, face first into the pillow. All the tension I wasn't aware of, feeling all day, returns to me in one fell swoop. Ooh. I feel my body trembling. Ooh, I don't like this. From somewhere, I hear movement as someone walks in. Such a B, Meiji, is that? Such a B! I feel a comforting presence rushing to my side. I appear and see a very scared and concerned looking Monica looking down at me. Hey, Monty! Monty! Without hesitation, the emerald-eyed young woman begins hoisting me to my feet. Come on, let's head to the space classroom. And not sure, not really in a mood to argue with her. Dude, this game is so good. Holy crap. She moves me towards the basement door, which has been replaced with a Sakura Academy sliding classroom door, of course. Sakura at work again, girl. What's her face at work again? Sayori! I hear the pitter patter of footsteps rushing towards the door. Monica, what's. Eek, Meiji, sub JB! Speed prepared to catch Meiji when he passes through. Alright, oh gosh. Monica looks at me. You about to walk? And I slowly incident against the door frame. Oh gosh. 1, 2, 3. I push myself through. Okay. Because in Act One, once you come through there, it felt so painful. Apparently, when it split apart, I found myself in Monica's slender but strong arms. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Sario holding Meiji as he recovers from my mind's effect on his body. Monica looks down at me with a worried look. My own body begins reacting to my mind's own worries, and I begin feeling weak in the knees again. Monica leans me towards the couch and sits down and pats her lap. Lie down here. The tone indicates that it's not a request, it's an order. That's an order! I don't have much strength to let to argue, so I comply, laying my head for the first time in Monica's lap. Heck yeah, man. Lap pillow. Heck yeah. I close my eyes and I feel Monica's hand stroking my hair. The tender touch makes me feel simultaneously nervous and relaxed. I hear two pairs of footsteps approaching. Sachipi, are you okay? Siri sounds nervous. Just let him rest. Probably a good idea for both of us. Rather than both take a seat on the other side of the sectional couch. Monica continued stroking my hair. She remained like this for a while. Eventually, I slowly opened my eyes. Aww, how cute. Look at Monica with the big, bright smile. She's so cute. I do like her hair like down and everything. I like that sweater on her, too. Monica's looking down at me with the most affectionate smile I've ever seen in my life, or on her face, whatever. I saw back and reached up to take her hand. Thank you. Of course, looked like you needed it, both of you. She nods her head towards the other two. I see, to my amusement, that Suri copied Monica's idea and is now comforting Meiji, whose eyes are closed. He's fast asleep. I slowly sit up and look over at Monica. I feel better now, and I think it's time I explain what happened today. It might be important. All right, let's head to the computer. Meiji looks too tired to move right now. Sure, sounds good. Suri gives a silent nod and continues her Meiji pampering. Monica and I quickly head over to the computer, and she turns on the screen, revealing the script window open. She scrolls up to the point where I left the house. This is the first time you looked at the script, right? Yeah, I've been focusing more on rebuilding Sayori's trust today. That and taking her orders for rest. He says that last part a bit sheepishly. Fair enough. Yeah, of course. Fair enough. All right, let's go over the script. She and I read through the script on the day we more so compared to my memory. First, music got creepy too. First event we see is that Meiji and I met Sayako in the street, and Monica reads it, her eyes widen in surprise and worry. Sayori's mother. I had a feeling that things would be different from her, but I couldn't imagine all this. She looks over at Sayori, look at guilt passing through her eyes. We're just, we're just as surprised as you are, and I couldn't help but curse whatever force that is putting her through all this. Seems like Sayori's rain clouds have latched on to Sayako. Yeah, they have. I press the palms of my hands into my eyes and sigh. How in the hell are we going to tell Sayori about this? He has access to the script, so we can't lie to her. I'm worried about how she'll react, and she'll try to do something reckless to help her. I got over to Sayori, happily stroking Meiji's sleeping hair. Look up at Monica, and when she realizes she can't help her from in here, look at horror fills Monica's eyes. A moment of silent understanding passes between us. Oh gosh, that is scary. She shudders. Okay, so she's not really shaking, but she's got that look on her face. I can tell that we both had the same dark memory pass playing through our mind. Yeah, when we saw her hang herself. Have you found Sayori? It's almost a certainty that something will happen to Sayori if she tries to leave the space classroom. But is it worth it to even tell Sayori? Can we take the risk of telling her and hoping that she doesn't read the script? Manga takes a steadying breath and regains some composure. She glances over to Sayori and back to me. We tell her, we tell it to her straight. Her gaze sharp, her eyes gleam with determination. I am surprised at Monica's steadfast expression. We need to be truthful to each other so we can deal with any potential problem as a team. As a team, that's right. Also, I need to be truthful to her. Sigh. With everything Monica's been through, she's trying her best to be a better person and a better friend to the people who matter to her. Meanwhile, I'm thinking of different ways to lie to Sayori because I'm too scared to face the situation head on. I'm a coward. Such a bee. You're right, we need to tell her. It's her own mother. She deserves to know what happened to her and what she knows about me when this time around. Suddenly, a tear look of fear, sorry, crossed over Monica's face. Such to be the pills. What she said about the pills. Did you take any of them? Any more of them? No, I haven't taken any more since this morning. I promised Major I wouldn't take them again. That I'm just like so worried about those pills. Like, well, I need a drink again. Sorry. Sometimes you just need to take a drink. I'm reading a lot, so understand that I need to take a drink because when I recorded Act One last year, like so many times I got so tired and sweaty. I'm like, dude, I need to have a drink right by me now. All right, did I read that part? I don't even remember. Good. We'll figure out a way to deal with Major's condition without those meds. Agreed. Let's continue reading, and we'll talk with Sayori after. All right. Continue reading through the events of the day together, double checking if the stories line up. Eventually, though, we reach a small encounter between Kotonoha and Yuri at lunch. Unlike the rest, it is written in English, so Monica has trouble reading it. I will translate and explain what happened as I remember it. So, does my guy, or me, I guess in this case, since this is technically supposed to be me, do I just know Japanese now all of a sudden? Because I don't know if that's really a plot hole. Like, maybe I just know it because I was combined with Meiji. But, like, I thought after we split apart, like, I wouldn't be able to understand the Japanese that they're speaking or whatever. But I don't know, dude. I don't know. All right, so Monica frowns at this. Oh, how was she acting off? It's hard to explain. Outwardly, Kotonoha didn't seem any less friendly than I remember her, although Natsuki did mention her a couple times whenever I tried to help her. I see. That's all she says about the event for a bit as we continue reading. When we reach the brief encounter with Guy, we see Monica clench her fist enough to make her knuckles white and her hand tremble with clearly repressed rage. I try and reassure her with the hand over her fist, and she forces herself to calm down. Her eyes turn to worry when we reach the portion of the day when Natsuki did her homework in the club and the rest of us impromptu study session. Yeah, honestly, Natsuki's behavior this time around is worrying me more, especially when you realize that you what her life is mostly like in this time around. Yeah, I said this before. It isn't your fault. I'm trying to accept that, but it's hard, you know. I know, but just keep on trying. That's all I ask. We resume reading. Manga smiled when she reached the brief part of the day where Meiji and I offered a diminutive teen a lower locker. That was so sweet of you two. It was actually Meiji's idea, believe it or not. My point still stands. Oh, she reacted kind of how I imagined, except for the remark about you guys wanting something from her. That part has me worried a hell of a lot. We're gonna need to keep a closer eye on Kotonoa this week, at best we can, anyways. After what she said and what you told me, I agree. Speaking of that, are you going to be coming to school tomorrow? She turns off the screen and turns around towards me. I'm gonna try, yeah. Realize might get suspicious and possibly try to call my parents. Right, that's true. Come on, let's go back and tell Siri what happened today. Hope she'll take it alright. Monica nods and we both go over her and sit down. I grit my teeth, scrambling over where to even start. Monica looks back over me, expression hardening. I'll handle this sub JB. Not her, thankfully. I don't have to be the one to say it. Thank God. Finally, someone else takes charge, you know? No, I messed it up anyways. Guys, what happened today? Monica takes in a long breath and begins telling Siri what happened with their mother. Tone is even and kind, describing everything that happened with Sayoko as delicately as she can. Slowly, as she continues to speak, Siri's eyes fill with despair, layers of dread, her skin turning pale as ooh. Sayori, ooh, her hands quiver until she continues to stroke Meiji's hair. Damn it, I wish he was awake for this. Hope he isn't mad at us for telling her when he was asleep. By the time Monica concludes, Sayori is visibly shaking. Her breath is heavy and labored. My mom, my parents, they aren't together anymore? My mom has no, anything but that. Monica quickly reaches her arm and grabs Sayori, shaking her, holding it tightly. Sayori continues to panic, her eyes flickering between me and Monica and the sleeping form of Meiji. All I do is sit there and watch, petrified at what Sayori will say or do. After a short time, though, Sayori regains control over her breathing, and her shaking begins to slow. So, JB, when you saw my mom, did she look okay to you? Well, think back to the encounter on the street. She seemed downcast, and she cried when I told her about Meiji's medication, but damn it, man. That was say something to help her here. What would Sayori do? What would Sayori do? I stand and crouch in front of Sayori, so I'm eye level with her. I join Monica in holding Sayori's hand, and she smiles sweetly down at me. Sayori, your mom was incredibly worried about me, just like how you were worried about us in the morning when we first told you about the pills. Sayori uses her free hand to wipe away the tears threatening to roll down her face. If that says anything about her character, even if she does have rain clouds, she is strong enough to push them through. Push them, though. Just like you did. I just read the smallest of smiles creeps on his Sayori's face. You're right. My mom is strong. She had to raise me. Small smile teasing my lips. He's still with us, thank God. The best way to help my mom and dad is to fix this mess. With a deep breath, Sayori steels herself and looks at the both of us. Alright, what else happened today? One last smile and a quick sneeze on Sayori's hand. I stand and return to my seat. Squeeze, sorry. Not sneeze, sneeze. Hey, Sayori, I gotta sneeze real fast. Can I use your hand as a tissue? Well, can I continue and describe the rest of the events that happened throughout the day? Sayori listens intently. He never stops stroking Meiji's hair as she listens. When we finish, Sayori looks thoughtful. Coco might be affected. The thoughtful look sends a worried one. It's just a hypothesis for all we know. It could be nothing. It's not to he's saying. If not he's saying something about it, and it's definitely not nothing. You have a point. We all have to keep an eye on her. Not straight at school, and then you from here, Sayori. Sayori nods with determination. Anyway, that's all I have to report from today. Sayori, if you would look over the script later, feel free. I probably will. Meiji stirs and opens his eyes clearly. Did I? I did. I fell asleep. Feeling any better? Meiji sits up and stretches. I was tired, yeah, but for some reason I feel like I need a walk. Sayori smiles and stands up. And you should go for one! Meiji looks hesitantly over to me. I shrug. Couldn't hurt, really? You too, Monica. Huh, me? What about you? I'm not a child, you know. She processes in that cute, adorable fashion. I can handle it myself for a while. Take as long as you need. Meiji, Monica, and I exchange glances. Meiji is the first to act. Whatever. Fine, if that's what my girlfriend is ordering me to do, then what choice do I have? You make it sound so mean! Monica, Meiji, and I burst out laughing. Meiji then walks over and hugs her. You gotta learn to figure out when I'm just teasing you, now. Despite her face, she still hugs him back. I could use a walk too, even if it's raining. Something to clear my head sounds amazing, not gonna lie. Such JB. I shrug. I was never going. I was never the going for walks types back home, but these two want to. I wouldn't. It wouldn't kill for a walk. For a walk, I guess. Sure, let's go. Horace head to open a door. Major and I take a deep breath and step through. I barely any pain this time now. It's really feels like small pills are a piece of my body. Nothing major. All right, let me save. Siri, what the heck? Okay, so this is just like Monica looking at Sayori in the other room, okay? Siri and Monica are looking at me with worry. Siri near the edge of the doorway, not crossing it, but I wave my hand. Relax, the pain's already gone this time. Phew, that's good. Well, you three enjoy your walk. I got some things to do here anyways. Well, hopefully we'll be back soon and make dinner for you. Dinner. Don't drool too much there, Sayo. Siri blushes, but also laughs while Monica and I chuckle. Well, now that was it Sayori teasing is out of the way, we'll be heading out. Wait, our clothes. I look down to my display, realize Mayday is still wearing his uniform. We never even change into casual clothes. As soon as I change into something more appropriate. Yeah, exactly. Monica is waiting for me at the door with an umbrella in her hand, some boots on her feet. We're off, Sayori. Have a good time. Monica and I walk through the door. Hey, that beat though. Hold up. Oh wait, that beat's from earlier. Okay, it's the depressing rain music. Okay, that startup though. Rain is still coming down, but it's not too bad at the moment. Monica and I walk down the street. No real destination in mind. The streets are mostly empty. The occasional student, businessman, or woman walking past us ahead of us. Monica keeps close to me, even if Meiji is silent as we walk, listening to the raindrops on the ground and our umbrellas, and let my mind get lost in the rhythmic drumming. Yeah, exactly. Continue walking down the streets in silence. To my surprise, I'm the one who breaks the silence. I love the rain despite everything that's happened. Oh, you do? Monica looks at me a bit surprised. Yeah, especially rain like this. Not too heavy and very relaxing, especially from inside. When I was walking... Why am I talking about this? This is so mundane. I know, dude. Monica giggles suddenly. I know what you mean. I fell asleep earlier today, so the sound of rain from outside is very relaxing. I smile on my spirits starting to rise, albeit slowly. She and I definitely need a temporary distraction. I'm glad you got some sleep. Hope it helped. More than you can imagine. I tend her hand on her shoulder and give it a comforting squeeze. Thank you, SuperSonicJB. Could you ask her if Sayori slept too? Her play made his message. She did say she slept when I asked. Oh, thank goodness. Again, it really made his relief. She needed it more than I did, I think. Do you think it was a good idea leaving her back there alone? I mean, that rope. Oh, don't worry about that. I hid it so she can't find it. Actually, it's not in Space Classroom anymore. I feel relief from Meiji, and then I share the sentiment. I feel a twinge of worry. Where is it exactly? It's in my room. Well, Aiko's room anyways. Got it. Hey, did you guys tell Sayori about her mom? Tense for a moment, but then relax. Yeah, we did. She was worried, but she took it well. She just wants to fix everything so that she can see her again. When I see you again. I see. I'm glad she's alright. I wish I was there for her, though, but it's alright. You're not mad? Nah, I probably would have panicked, too, and made her feel worse. I'm glad I was her security blanket, at the very least. SuperSonicJB, are you alright? Oh, sorry, just updating Meiji on what happened when he was asleep. I see. Shall we continue then? Lead the way! We take another turn, looked around. I don't recognize where we are now. I thought I saw this area in Act 1. This kind of looks like... This looks like every visual novel style background I've seen. This looks like the visual novel background in the Date Alive visual novel that I played back in the day. Like one of the scenes I think you come across... Do you come across Kurumi in this area? I don't remember. I'm just pointing it out, dude. AJ, where are we? We're near the old church. Church of Town is a church? A couple, I think. Got it. Look around, trying to look at the church. Guess in my intent, AJ leads me down the road. Monica looks at me curiously. SuperSonicJB, is everything alright? I might not be super religious, but for someone like me, sometimes seeing a church is pretty relaxing in and of itself. Reminds me of my childhood. I instantly thinks of my parents who would take me to church regardless when I was a kid. Yeah, they happened in my childhood too. Yeah, I'm fine. And Monica. Yeah? Mind if we go inside there for a bit? I point towards the church down the left road. How come? It's hard to explain. Before she can go any further, I see the wind pick up and a light flashes into the darkening sky. Lightning? Well, at least the rain tampers off a bit. I nod in agreement. We both head towards the church. Okay. Goes to church's entrance just as the thunder rolls over. I was hoping to hear church music, but whatever. After shaking off the umbrellas and placing them in the foyer, walking into church. This is the church, man. It's like pretty basic church overall. I sit in a pew near the back, leaning back and sighing softly. Monica sits next to me. I close my eyes. I can say prayer, even though it isn't Sunday. Aren't really alone. A small gathering of people near the front, practicing instrument and choir arrangement, resembling for a church service. They don't take any notice of us and continue practicing. I feel Monica's hands slowly intertwining with into mine. Hey, I'm in Mage's body. Calm down there, girl. Feeling my hand wanders to the future. I see myself in a wedding tuxedo, staring at bright and happy emerald eyes. Aww. Aww. Owner of said eyes is wearing the most beautiful wedding dress I've ever seen. Oh, I can somewhat hear a minister speaking the normal pronunciation of the two of us being husband and wife. I see myself I see myself lift her while and lean in. Oh, back to truck up, sub JB. It's a bit early and presumptuous to be thinking about that. I look over at Monica. She's leaning against me, a calm, serene expression on her face as the church atmosphere extending to her too, in a good way. The choir takes a moment to take a brief break and scatters, either going take talking. Some small groups are heading to the bathroom. Out of the corner of my eye, I see one of the scattering choir members walk over to a church organ. Okay, that's when I see her. She has an actual profile picture here. This looks like Discount Yuri. She isn't anyone in the choir. Her clothes are too casual or something like that. She's in the same pew as we are, only a few seats away. Is this a new character here? Her head is bowing as it for a prayer. Okay, not wanting to wake Monica, I turn away, but keep a sideways eye on her. For some reason, she looks familiar. I hadn't seen her before, of course, but for some reason, she reminds me of someone, like Yuri a little bit. Monica stirs just then and looks up at me. Such a bee. Didn't mean to startle you. You tensed up. I did? I turn back to the one a few meters away. Monica looks past me to the woman. Who's that? Do you know her? No, but she reminds me of someone I know. From your old life? No, that's the weird thing. I turn away, concentrating. Why does she look so oddly familiar? She kind of looks like Yuri. Monica looks over the woman curiously for a few moments before turning away. Oh, can I see her? Can she open her eyes? Can I see her eyes? Goes in silence for a while. Okay, so coughing. So I'm sorry about the sound of a coughing fit. Turning quickly towards the source, I see it's a woman. Quickly reaching in my pocket and retrieve a handkerchief. Saying hurry over. Monica close behind me. Here you go, ma'am. She takes the offered handkerchief and covers her mouth immediately. I look back at Monica, who's looking at the woman with concern. Looking around, I see a water dispenser nearby with some plastic cups near the end of the back pew. Monica moves before I can. Vaulting quietly over the pews, filling up 2 cups with water. She then, okay, so, I mean, her eyes. I don't know, man. Hey, what if she's Yuri's sister? I don't know. And brings in the back. Here, this should help, ma'am. Mel briefly takes 2 cups and downs the first and sips at the other. It's coughing. Her coughing fits goes down. He smiles as she hands me the handkerchief back. Thank you, you two. The assistance is much appreciated. While she continues sipping, I look at the handkerchief to my shock. There's blood on it. What? Monica looks at me with trepidation. I hurriedly put the piece of cloth away. The woman finishes the second cup. Monica quickly stands to grab some more. Feeling any better? Much. You have my gratitude once more. Glad to be of help. She smiles at me. Let me ask what brings you to this humble parish. I don't believe I've seen you around you or your friend here before. Mostly protection from the storm outside. My friend and I wanted to take a walk, clear our heads. Guess that wasn't a good idea, huh? I smile sheepishly. Maka then returns, managing to carry 4 cups. 4 cups, good God. Hands 2 to the strange woman and hands 1 to me before sitting down with her own cup. Yes, the weather has been rather determinal for head clearing walks. What? Which is a shame. I enjoy coming here to meditate, especially when my tutoring sessions are over. Tutoring sessions? Wait a minute. In an unusual way, it reminds me of my times my little brother and I would go to the cinema when we were younger. Her eyes look so familiar. Where have I seen it before? Wait. Her eyes, wait. She's not your older sister, is she? Like, We should know her, though, right? If she was. Wait, she's really the Yuri? I don't know. Are you a part of the choir? The woman chuckles and shakes her head. Nothing like that. I'm really come here because the church itself is a comfort to me, even if I'm unsure what I believe in anymore. I'm not understanding. I might not go to a regular church service anywhere like I used to when I was a child, but stepping into the church always seems to relax me. I also need to get out of the house while my daughter's at school. Daughter, okay. So Yuri is probably your mom? You're Yuri's mom, huh? Probably. Oh, why? Not sure why I'm asking. It's not like it's my business. My daughter is very much someone who has plenty of worries, especially when it comes to me. She would be very upset she found me here. Woman smiles kindly at us. I'll hardly leave my house as it is. She begins coughing and I immediately hand her handkerchief back again. She takes it gratefully and covers her mouth. Bringing the handkerchief always once more. I see more specks of blood on it. He starts handing it back to me, but I put up my hands. That's alright, you need it more than I do. Are you sure? Of course. He smiles gratefully. This is definitely Yuri's mom. Your generosity is much appreciated, young man. Thank you. You're welcome. Puts her hands in her lap and looks down. Silence fills the room once more. Finally, Monica speaks up. I hope it's alright to ask, but are you really okay? Should I call an ambulance for you? The woman shakes her head sadly. No, there's no need to trouble yourself. I've already been there. Many times. Monica and I exchange a worried look. The cancer is too far spread to be treated properly. Ooh. Oh, man. I had relatives that died of cancer, unfortunately. I feel the blood drain from my face. Monica goes pale too. Who notices this and looks immediately. Whatever. Please forgive me. I didn't mean to ruin the mood. No, it's all right. Smiles a bit sadly. I certainly hope so. Then she takes a close look at us. Pardon personal verb, but are you two high school or college students? Well, we're in last year high school. Well, about that, you see, my man SuperSonicJB is in college, actually, but May J, his other half, is in high school. It's tough to explain. She'd be like, what the fuck? If I would explain that to her. May I ask where? Soccer academy, soccer at Faith State Night School, One's eyes widen ever so slightly. Then perhaps you might know my daughter. It's definitely Yuri. Oh, we might. What's her name? Yoshika Yuri. I'm her mother. Yoshikai Miyuki. Suddenly, it all makes sense. The woman's mannerisms, her soft voice, and the long black hair. I knew it. I knew that was Yuri's mother. The Christmas myself for not seeing it before. I know her, Yoshikai-san. She's actually the vice president of my club. Miyuki looks at Monica with renewed interest. So you're Asano-san. Yuri has mentioned you occasionally whenever I ask her about our club activities. How is she doing at school? Monica pushes her lips, trying to think of an answer. While she does, I intervene to give her more time. I actually visited your club earlier today and met your daughter, ma'am. Miyuki turns her attention to me. Oh, what was your impression of her? Smile. I believe the vice president suits her. She is very welcoming, and I just dropped in and out of nowhere. Even made me some tea. Miyuki giggles ever so slightly. That's my daughter, all right. She gets her love of tea from me, I'm afraid. But please, go on. Suddenly a bit nervous, I clear my throat and take a sip of water. Yeah, maybe I'll do that right now myself, too. If he's doing it, I gotta do it, After all, this is supposed to be me, the player? This is supposed to be me. I get sucked into the game when this happens. Manga chooses this time to intervene herself. Yuri's a great addition to our club, ma'am, and just as vice president, she brings a certain decorum to the club and enhances the atmosphere. She's a bit quiet and introverted, but passionate about what she loves. Miyuki smiles once more. I'm glad to hear she's doing alright. As her mother, I do worry about her often. Would it be too much to ask that you look after her, especially if she's being picked on or bullied? She's very easily stressed, and I want her last year in school to be full of fun and fulfillment as is possible. You have my word, Yoshikai-san. Thank you very much. Just like Yuri says, thank you very much. She then turns to me. I can't ask the same of you since you only just met my daughter, but I'll keep an eye on her at least. She and I did speak a bit during lunch break today by sheer coincidence. Yuki looks startled by us, but just nods. I'm grateful. Suddenly I remember the brief conversation I heard between Kotonoa and Yuri. I frowned, wondering if I should ask. Yuki notices my change of expression. Young man, is everything alright? Oh, sorry, I just remembered something at school. Does it involve my daughter? If so, please tell me. She looks deadly serious for some reason. I'm having a hard time denying her. It's just that earlier when I was eating, someone approached your daughter and asked about you. Really relay the conversation Kotonoa had with Yuri. Oh yeah, that's right, Miki sighed softly. I do know Chiba-san. I have been hired by her family to be her personal English tutor, okay? I'll try and keep things cordial, knowing who she is. Mog and I exchange brief but alarmed looks. What? When I get oh whoops. Wait, can I when I get home I should inform okay. Mom! Oh, Yuri interrupted. I wasn't me, that was Yuri. Sorry about the outburst, the three of us turned. Standing at the pew is very frightened and somewhat wet looking. What? Yuri, faint, panting. What? I cannot. Wet looking and then what? Yuri, painting, what? She takes a minute to catch her breath. Yuri, dear, are you all right? Yuri looks at her mom. Whatever. I should be asking you that. You know the doctor said you need to be resting? Yuri nods, more scared and upset than angry. Take some rest, dear. I was simply talking to these two. Nothing strenuous, I promise. Yuri suddenly looks at to us, her eyes wide, and she recognizes us. Monica, Monica, Jesus-san, what are you doing here? Monica holds up her hands. Calm down, it's all right. Here, take a seat. I'll give you some water. Yuri doesn't so much sit as classes at the end of the queue. Iggy quickly as her daughter's side begins making a fuss about her slightly damp hair. Monica turns quickly with a cup of water, which Yuri takes gratefully. When she fully recovers, she looks over at her mom. My hair's fine, don't worry. Mom, how many times do I need to remind you what the doctor said? Sweetie, I need to stretch my legs. It's only been, I've only been out for half an hour. She closed her eyes. Brows furrowed worriedly. Mom, we should go home now. I've already brought the ingredients for dinner on the way home. All right, dear, just let me powder my nose. Just then I realized that the two of them have been talking English for the past few moments. What's with you two and talking in English so much? Holy crap. Miki slowly stands and walks out. I mean, I get you want to practice and everything, but wow. When the three of us are alone, Yuri looks at us. Monica, shouldn't you be at home resting? I heard you were sick. Monica smiles slightly. I'm feeling much better. It was a case of food poisoning. That's pretty much past. I just need some fresh air. Oh, I see. I'm glad you're feeling better. But why are you here with Jesus-san? I feel like Monica and I are being interrogated right now. Doesn't help that whomever is playing the organ stopped. No, it's just awkward. Quiet, yeah. I mean, it could have been. I went for a walk myself. I just happened to meet Asana-san. Is all, and we got to talking, and we ended up here when it began raining hard. So we took shelter here, and that's how we met your mother. That's how I met your mother. How I met your mother. Mary looks between the two of us, slight suspicion in her eyes, but it's relief. I see. Monica pulls out her phone and looks at the time. Actually, I should really get going. I'll see you tomorrow, you two. Depends on if I actually stop by a club tomorrow or not. Monica nods. Of course, we hope to see you there too. Yuri, have a good night. With that, Monica stands and walks past us, heading to the floor. I mirror Monica's actions, looking briefly at Meiji's phone. Me too, Yuri. Sorry that we detained your mother. Very small, but there's a tense tenseness behind it. It's all right. She just needs to learn to follow the doctor's orders better. I smile back. Fair enough. Will I see you at the club tomorrow? And I guess show thinking hard about it. Not that showing I need to act since I haven't really made a decision about whether to go or not. I'm not sure yet. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy being there, but I'm just wondering whether I should wait to join a club until after the festival or join before. Oh, that is next week, isn't it? Yep. Either way, I'll think about it. All right. Have a safe trip home with your mom, Yoshikai-san. Stay safe yourself. I say and stretch, walking past Yuri. Quickly, I grab my umbrella and walk back out onto the train or into the rain. Dude, I'm messing up my text so much. The rain has picked up a bit since we entered the church. Same with the wind, but not by much. I've been walking back the way we come. I turn a corner, see Monica waiting for me, frowning slightly. What kept you? Well, sorry. Had a brief conversation with Yuri. Couldn't just up and leave without looking rude. All right. Sorry that came out wrong. It's all right. You're distressed. I get it. She and I resume walking home, not saying anything as both of us are lost in thought and recent events and revelations. Meiji, who's kept quiet for a while, finally speaks up. Any idea why Yuri lied about her living situation? That's actually a very good question. Maybe she's embarrassed? Maybe, but it doesn't sound like her. I would like to tend to agree, but we've only known her for about a week. It's hard to say. She does seem a bit stressed about it, though. Maybe she doesn't want to be seen as a attention seeker. Maybe, I don't know. This very odd. Plus, last week she offered Monica to stay here. Stay there, yeah. Maybe she felt she could trust Monica, the secret she accepted. Maybe Yuri's mom, that one, didn't have cancer. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Maybe, man, this whole week is weird. Weirder than me controlling your body? Point taken. Such of you, what's wrong? You've been staring off into space for a while now. I'm sorry, Major and I were just talking. What about? Why Yuri lied about her living situation last time around. Ah, right. What about you? What were you thinking about? I was actually trying to make sense of the conversation we had with Yuri's mom. Mostly stuff she said about Kotonoha. That was weird, wasn't it? I'm about to say something else when I see a horrified realization pass over Monica's face. Uh-oh. I don't like that look in her eyes. My heart stops. Monica? She stopped and turns to me right before we reached the turn down the streets. Such be, such to be, you talked to Yuri's mom about the conversation between Kotonoha and Yuri? I tilted my head in confusion with to ask what she was getting at when she quickly clarifies. A conversation that, well, that happened in English? No. Oh my god, I spoke English? I was speaking English to her? It didn't say that I was speaking English. It said that Yuri and her mom were speaking English later, but wow, I can almost feel my heart stop at the realization. Yeah, I screwed up big time there. Trying to fall doesn't even begin to describe my irregular fuck up there. Damn it to hell! I swear actually enough in English. My fist clenched in tight balls. Such a please calm down. Mock reaches over, grabs my fist and holds him reassuringly. Realizing I'm about to lose control, I let my umbrella fall to the ground, facing the rain with my eyes closed. Cold rain at my face, while Monica's hands and mine are enough to calm my panicked and self-hating thoughts. Oh, I love this scene right here. What the hell did I do? Am I seriously gonna keep making stupid mistakes like this all the time? Why are they talking so much English? It's a force of habit. That's my native language, okay? Take a few deep breaths, letting the rain wash over me for a bit as it's washing worries away. Not that it has the power, but I can dream. I can dream, can't I? Eventually, I look back at a worried Monica. I give her a reassuring smile as I pick up my umbrella again and bring it over to me. Bring it over me. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you worry. It's all right. But what do we do? I'm pretty sure Yuri's mom is going to talk to Yuri about that. She turned down the street. I don't know. I guess we just hope that she doesn't tell Yuri. I hope not. But what if she does and talks to you about it? I sigh. Maybe just tell her that you're practicing, man. Look, it's obvious this time around that there's something off about Kotonoha. Agreed? From what little I've seen in the script and what you told me, yeah. Let's just try and come up with a clever lie then. Perhaps I'm secretly good at English. Monica closed her eyes. Presumably, demon thought. That might work, but how are your English grades, Meiji? Mediocre at best, so like C minus at best, he says. You're about to get a major upgrade then. It's possible Yuri would go asking about your English performance, but highly unlikely since she doesn't necessarily go out of her way like that. I hope she doesn't. Hey, can I see your latest English grades? I just want to see how well you're doing, like how I can improve in my English. What's this? You got a D minus? How do you speak so well English if you got a fucking D minus? Wait, still, I'm more careful in the future. I keep saying that, but I keep slipping up. Please do. We reached Maida's house just then. Checking out their umbrellas under the canopy we had inside. The moment we reach the entryway, I peel off the jacket I'm wearing and tiredly hanging on the rack. Monica takes the umbrella from me and shakes them both off before placing them in the proper places. She was headed to the space classroom. Heck yeah! Mm. Dude, every time I hear that sound, it didn't like have the little glitch look to it, so whatever. Major and I immediately split apart the moment we stepped through the threshold. The two of us, along with Monica, head towards the couch. What's with the M right here? Is that M for Monica? And what does that say? Does anyone know what that says? If you know what that says, let me know, please. We're home. Call us out. The three of us both collapsed in the couch. Everyone was surprised and immediately worried. Sayori, what happened? Are you all right? look over at Sayori and give a weak but best reassuring smile. Just tired. Monica leans her head against my shoulder, eyes closed. Sayori quickly takes a seat next to Midday and puts a comforting arm around him. Reflectively, he leans into her embrace. Seriously, what happened, you guys? You're supposed to have a relaxing walk. Monica doesn't move to talk, her eyes shut in exhaustion. Well, we had an unexpected encounter. See a few minutes to explain, as my body is the least physically exhausted. Yeah, I guess I'm literally carrying you guys. Suri listens intently, growing more worried as I continue relaying our brief talk with Yuri's mom. Monica and Meiji don't talk too much, not that I can blame them. They're both tired after what happened, I'm sure. When I finish, Suri looks almost beside herself with worry. I didn't know. No one knew. Don't go blaming yourself. He's about to respond when a pair of arms reach out and pull Siri close. It's all right, Sayori. I'm just worried why she hid it from us. Is it because she doesn't trust us? Hale goes silent at the thought. I feel a bit hurt at the prospect, but immediately push those feelings aside out of this music again. But it's like a weird remix. I'm trying to think about the fact, mostly because I technically don't know Yuri that well. I mean, why would you tell me after just meeting me, right? Although it doesn't really make much sense lying about it for other reasons. Once more, I put those thoughts aside. I'm probably overthinking this. For some reason, I start feeling unnecessarily angry. Shout to my own reaction, I quickly suppress it. Suddenly, an idea comes to mind, but I know I might be very hard on certain members of our squad. Regardless of that, we're only going to need need to make some plans, I think. Actually, sit up reluctantly, leaving the comfort that Monica's head on my shoulders had provided. I turned towards the computer and back at these three. You guys go ahead and rest here for now. I need to look at something. Saying I slowly walk over and turn on the screen. As before, the script is minimized on the desktop, so I bring it up and look at it. Take time to score through every file I can find in the main games folder. Some only opened gibberish, others don't have what I'm looking for. Lastly, in some trepidation, I start digging through the character files. I'm a random one, Yuri's in the search feature looking for something. I don't find what I'm looking for. A letter that reads thought to script slash y slash n. However, when I try and open the Y option, an error message pops up indicating that I need certain privileges for that action. Open another file, but the same result. However, when I open mine, find that I can't make the change. I click the Y option, but before I hit save, I lean back, bring it with the main script once more, and turn to the others. Oh boy. Guys, are you too tired to come over here for a minute? I need to discuss something with you. I minimize the screen and bring up the main script document. Monica is instantly walking over to me quickly and sitting as close to me as the other chairs surrounding the computer will allow. Sarah and Meiji walk over a few seconds later. When everyone is seated, I move aside and point to the screen. I'm sure we all know how the script appears here. I'm not sure I follow. I laughed the monitor softly. Tapped the monitor. Unfortunately, the script shows a basic conversation and its actions, but only from my perspective or Meiji's. It's hard to determine. But in the base game, we're able to see the protagonist's inner thoughts, or some of them at least. So why can't we see? Why can't we hear? We're what's preventing us from looking at inner thoughts, or surface thoughts at the very least? Did you find something? I did here. Minimize my character profile, pointing to the settings I found. Everyone's frowned, but especially Sayori. Can't say I wasn't expecting that reaction from her. Jeez. I love everybody's looks here, dude. My man looks like for real, my boy. And then Sayori's like, what in the world? The manga's just like, really, really. I found a setting in a couple other character files, but only mine seems to work. I think we found it. We should turn it on. You're wanting us to spy on your inner thoughts? Why? Yeah, that does make me a little bit scared. Not gonna lie. Preventative measures. You all know I have anger issues, right? Everyone slowly nods. Monica more slowly causing me to feel guilty at how my anger hurt her. Well, I don't want it to getting the better of me. My thoughts can get really rage filled, especially recently. So now that I found a way to broadcast my thoughts on the script. No! Unsurprisingly, Siri bursts out her displeasure of this idea immediately. But I just can't think of any other options to keep everyone safe. Why you? Why can't it be me? Why wouldn't mine work too? A deep breath and exhale, slowly shaking my head. Right now, I'm the most dangerous of the two of us when we're merged. Even last week, I did things in anger that hurt people. I don't want that happening here. Not without someone wanting me to keep me from going too far. I slowly turned to a still angry looking Sayori. I'm slightly scared to ask this of her, but I don't know if there's any other choice in the matter. You can't you can forget it, such a be. I'm not going to spy on your private thoughts. It's not right. Damn, I knew she would be stubborn about this. I focused my complete attention on her. Fujioko Sayori. I now have her complete attention back. I know what you're thinking. I know you feel like it's a breach of privacy to see thoughts displayed for all to see. Yeah, that really is. But right now, seeing as you're the only one who's in the classroom more than the rest of us, I'm gonna need your help in this. No one else here will be able to. Major and I will be outside, trying our best to stop the game script, and Monica will be helping with that. Look at her. What? Did you expect me to stay home from school all week? I wouldn't have blamed her if she did. Poor girl had signs of PTSD, not to mention her bruised wrist. You, the school idol? You'd be sorely missed. She smiles a bit. Mayday smirks, and I smile back. Only Sayori isn't laughing. Damn it, guys! This isn't funny. And now you're saying "damn it," or you say the F word and you say the D word. My gosh, Sayori! Like, where's the soap at? Where's the soap at? Give it to her. Wash your mouth out with soap, girl. Harry focused on Sayori. No, it really isn't. I know that. But it might be our only way to prevent things from getting too far out of hand in an event of unforeseen. What if we have another encounter with the Eye, or some new enemy we don't know about yet? It's still wrong. No one should have that kind of power. Monica, you agree with me, right? Monica sighs. I think I had to agree with such a bee in this case. No offense to you, such a bee, of course. None taken. Siri looks shocked at Monica's response. So you're calling such a bee a liability? No, not at all. What I'm saying is that we need every edge we can get, and if such a bee says only his mind has the permissions, we should use it. I can't believe this. What about you, Meijay? You can't seriously think that this is a good idea. I see Meijay wins. Meijay, if you disagree with me, I won't blame you. I thanks. Honestly, I don't know what to think at this point. You're both making very compelling arguments. Meijay, I'm sorry, Siri, but both have good points. Our track record is 0 for 1 at this point. We're losing. Monica's right. We need this edge. We need it badly. Siri looks almost betrayed by us. But on the other hand, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be comfortable opening your mind for everyone to see. Thoughts are dangerous to read. True. Honestly, I'm torn here. Yusena is realizing that she's putting Meijay through. Siri's expression softens. Meijay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have put you on the spot like that. I just hate the idea. There has to be another way. God damn those tears. Yeah, really, those tears. I wouldn't be asking this of you if there was at least one I can see. We're at war right now, and we don't really know who or what our enemy is. We need to treat it as such. A lot worse has been done in actual work time. That doesn't make it any less wrong. She appears to be slowly breaking her moral defenses, slowly crumbling. I feel the guilt slowly building up and decide to give her last word. I don't want to force you. All I ask is that you take some time to think about it. If you say no, everyone here will expect their decision. Right, everyone? Major nods effectively, while Monica is a bit more reluctant. I immediately flashback to what the script said about her empathy stat. Alright, I'll promise I'll think about it. Thank you. With that uncomfortable topic set to the side for a brief moment, I apply my hands. In the meantime, we should get some food. I don't know about you, but I'm getting hungry while in Meijay's body. Hell, I haven't even eaten in this body since I got here. Sound grumbles in response. Oh my gosh, yeah, he hasn't. Darla smiles a bit and the mood somewhat lifts. Major, why don't we head to the kitchen so we can make dinner for everyone? Sure thing. Monica, I'm gonna guess you don't have much time today to teach Sayori what you do about the coding, right? She nods. Are you asking me to teach her? Yeah. I'd be glad to. Great, thanks. Thank you, Monica. Of course. Monica and Sayori both head to the couch. Major and I both walk to the open door and step through. You okay? Guess we're good. I search through the fridge and pull hold together ingredients. All right, guys, we're gonna end things out there for now. So, yeah, I think this video was a little bit longer than the last one, but this mod's so good. It's like it's kind of hard to stop. You know, like you get to the good part, it's like, okay, I need to stop. But wait, what if I go to this next part? How long is this next part? Like I said, I'm going to this game blind, so this act blind and everything. So yeah, it just really good so far. Absolutely fantastic. Enjoying it still. But what's going to happen next episode, I don't know. But guys, we're going to end things off for now. So thank you all so much for watching. Maybe hit that like button and comment, subscribe my channel. Till next time. Bye, guys.